The greatest ideas have come from sitting on the toilet. Every day, some company, individual, or group is known for giving the public a load of bullshit. Come here to get your daily dose of shit by Alan Cousin. It's time you hear the shit everyone wants to know.
Hello, and welcome to your daily dose of shit with your host. That is I, Alan Cousin. Yes, and I am basically part of all the family, right? Because I'm everybody's cousin, right? Do you know when I was young, it was very interesting, because when I was in school, they would do the roll call. And of course, when they do the roll call, say so-and-so, and of course the kid would hear, And it was always just very interesting, because the teacher would always look at me, and I'd be like, is there a problem? Now of course this is when it's a substitute teacher or when it's the first day of class and, it's my new teacher, because of course it didn't happen often, just that first time or whenever I had substitute teachers, that they will always look and be like, what is your name? And I'm like, my name is Alan Cousin. And they're like, okay, but what is your name? I'm like, I'm Alan Cousin. Yes, but what is your name? And I'm like, my name is Alan Cousin. Because they would always think I was Alan's cousin. And basically be like, well, if you're Alan's cousin, what is, your name? And I was like, come on, man. Really? I'm Alan Cousin. So anyway, just something thrown out there. So it was on my mind. I figured why not. Anyway, so welcome to your Daily Dose of Shit with, of course, your host, Alan Cousin. And that is my name. I can verify it. It's real. So, I will say today is Wednesday, hump day, do the Humpty Hump. Hey, do the Humpty Hump. Woo! Dallas, do the Humpty Hump. Woo! Do the Humpty Hump. Go Atlanta, do the Humpty Hump. Yeah, do the Humpty Hump. Good old New Orleans, do the Humpty Hump. Woo! They know how to do the Humpty Hump, don't they? Anyway, so what about today? What do I got to say about today? Well, first of all, I really I didn't sit down that long on my porcelain toilet, I was just kind of like, yeah, it was a quickie, So I didn't do what I normally did, which is like, normally sit there, kind of relax, kind of go through the news. Not today, no. I just kind of did an in and out. Yeah, not a burger though. But yeah, I just did it in and out basically, and but I still have something to talk about, of course. I mean, 'cause I did read some of the news, and one of the things that was interesting is Elon Musk. Elon Musk says that working from home is morally wrong. And you know what I have to say to you, Mr. Elon Musk? Wait a minute, because depending on the situation, may depend on whether the person needs to work from home. Now, granted, if you have a job where you need to physically be there, then yes, you need to be there. But if you have a job where you have the professional ability, the motivational determination, and the mental capacity to work from home because you don't need to be supervised, micromanaged, or basically you have technology advancement where you can utilize technology to be able to do the work you need to get done in your home, then why not work from home? I mean, Mr. Musk, please understand, as I say this very kindly, you're rich, you're wealthy, you're beyond wealth. So driving or, flying or paying for gas, those things are not a costly problem for you because you're not working minimum wage. You're not basically trying to pay bills with the amount of money you make in your job. So you have to think about this, Mr. Elon Musk. that if there are people out there who are not making enough as it is, and they're able to save money on tolls, gas, car maintenance, by able to work from home, then wouldn't you think it would be logically acceptable and an intelligent thought process to allow that to happen? Granted, yes, I know the building is already paid for and being leased out by the company and employer, so they need people in the building. If they're paying for a lease, they want some reason to designate why they're paying for it. But it doesn't mean that everyone needs to be in the building. Plus, not to mention, if you have less people in the building, then you have less buildings you need to occupy. So I think financially, as a businessman, it would be ethical to have only so many people working in the building and so many people not working in the building if it's plausible to work from home, as decisions could still be made, things could still be done because of the advancement of technology. It's called Zoom, it's called Microsoft Teams, it's called Adobe. So I'm just saying, Mr. Elon Musk, I believe that it is not morally wrong to work from home. And let's think about the people who are disabled. Let's think about the people with high anxiety. These are individuals that may need to work from home because it actually gives them a better ambiance and atmosphere to be able to work from home. So I'm just saying, something to think about before speaking about how it's morally wrong. Just saying. Now, what else is on my situation is I'm told that the earth may get hotter because climate change and El Nino has changed, and because of the latitude and longitude of the earth as it's actually changing its spinning a little differently, that it may cause us to be closer to the sun, but at the same time cause a higher degree of Celsius, therefore hotter summers and even warmer winters. Am I surprised? No, I'm not. I mean, it's a planet. Planets basically get old. Planets change. Of course, we're not helping, with our aerosols and our pollutants, though we say climate change doesn't exist, of course. We say we don't do anything to impose upon climate change because it would still do it whether we were here or not. I beg to differ, but that's my opinion. It's going to get hotter. So, there you go. Be ready to have it hotter in the next 5 years, but I'm pretty sure, you're already seeing the change, you're already noticing it, and I'm sure we'll get used to it, as humans have already gotten used to changes in the world. So, another thing is, I'm really seeing a lot more angry people. Like, really angry people in today's society. Like, what's wrong? Like, people are not really happy like they should be. They're angry, they're frustrated, they're depressed, they're dramatic. And I understand, yes, life is not the greatest right now. I understand that it's a little difficult. Inflation, the economy, minimum wage, increase in your mortgage, electricity, gas, maintenance, food, eggs, These things can cause people to become a little angry because they are having difficulty affording things that they normally can easily afford. I just hope that we can find some way of maybe taking that anger and suppressing it just a tad bit, or changing it to the point where you're not as angry. Meaning Pilates, yoga, meditation, or just screaming once a day. Like I'm known for going outside in the yard and just letting it out. Because guess what? It's my yard, first of all. Secondly, it makes me feel better. And it's a brief moment of scream. I mean, I'm not continually doing it to the point where they're going to call the police thinking something's wrong. I just go out there, give me a good old scream, and I'm like, all right, I'm good. And I walk back in. Maybe something you should think about doing. Just go out there, belch your little scream, and then go back inside. You should be better. I mean, who knows? Everybody has their thing, right? So I just been noticing a lot of angry people though. A lot of angry people out there. So I'm just like, something needs to change. Because if people just keep getting angry, it's not gonna look any. It's not gonna be positive on the end. That's all I gotta say. And these guns, these shootings, I should say, not guns, shootings, violence of gun shootings needs to stop. Today in Texas, a 1-year-old shot by her brother. A 1-year-old shot at home by her brother. First question, how did they get the gun? You know, I think you would hope that if you're one of these individuals that are going out there to buy yourself a gun, that you would be morally responsible to make sure and lock the gun up, as well as locking the ammo up, and maybe be morally responsible to lock the gun and the ammo in different compartments just in case, and never leave your gun fully loaded or having ammunition in it. Because I'm sorry, when I hear these stories now of kids killing kids and kids killing adults, that to me is a problem. A problem that needs a solution. Because kids should not be killing kids. Kids should not be killing adults. First of all, we shouldn't be killing each other as adults. But when kids start doing it, then yeah, we have some situations that need to be resolved. So I understand this whole First Amendment, Second Amendment, all that. I get it. Even though we have to realize that when that was first created, there was a need for guns because you were living on a farm. You didn't have many police officers or law enforcement that you can easily contact by dialing 911. So you have to remember that times were different back then. But still, I understand you want your right to bear arms. At least have the responsibility that when you bear arms, you make sure to lock up your arms and lock up your ammunition and make sure that you are the only one utilizing it and not children. Please. I don't know. I really don't know. Because it's just getting to the point now I'm starting to really realize how things are going downhill fast. And to be honest with you, I try to be comedic. I try to make things a little comical, or happy. But it's getting to the point where positivity is becoming harder and harder to produce because more things are so negative in our world at this time. So, I'm just going to say it like this. Scream when you need to. Get it out somehow. And just be careful, because this is not the same world that I recall 5-10 years ago. This is not the same place where individuals would talk it out and communicate. This is the world now where people tend to fight it out, or shoot people, or kill people, or shoot and ask questions later. So, just something to think about when you're out there in the real world and you're not safe in your own home. Because like I said, things are not the same. Things are indeed quite different. So, with that being said, that's my daily dose of shit for you. And like I said, I'm morally against Mr. Elon Musk about the whole not working from home. But then again, we all have our right to an opinion because this is a free country with the right to free speech, supposedly. So he can say what he wants, I can say what I want, you can say what you want, we all can say whatever we want because it's allowed, which is a good thing, to a point. But anyway, I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, I hope you had a great day, and I will look forward to talking to you tomorrow, and give you my normal daily dose of shit, whether it's opinions, facts, or just me thinking endless thoughts of whatever, whoever, or however. Just because. But other than that, have a great one. Arrivederci. And remember, yes, it's unfortunate, but idiocy is growing. And it is actually becoming contagious. Be careful. Wear your hazmat.
Thanks for listening to your daily dose of shit talk show. If you have some insights, questions, or information of bullshit to pass on, please email us at momentousevents@aol.com. Make sure to come back daily to hear some new shit about money, business, life, and who knows what else as I take a dump on the toilet.